Alright, I think
Yes.
Alistair, Stan,
Yes.
and Win again
Yes.
is who we'll go with. Alright. And then we're off to the Frostback Mountains, Dwarven area. That is the location of our next character. Of course, we got an ambush. Something going on, shady thugs. Let's get the buffs going real quick.
Very well.
Dominant
I
Bull.
go.
Okay, now. Can't talk to them. Who first? Alright.
Ah, a fellow traveler of the fair lands. Are you a seeker, perchance? My packs are light, but I have a tome of strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumored to be the last message to a sinful world from the Maker himself.
Yeah, this should sound familiar. Yeah. Those books I was reading it, a bunch of the different mages all had the same book. Yeah, not so strange. I have 5 copies.
Ah, will the wonders of this all too small a land never cease? Well, they will for you. Get them!
Okay, so I think first we need to get rid of that mage. Now, I might go do it myself, and I think leave Alistair and Sten here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, you fucker. Okay, I'm paralyzed while stealth. Shit, chain lightning. Oh shit. No. It's over. I'm gonna have to send everyone up there on that mage as soon as it starts. I got fucked by that paralyze.
Ah, a fellow traveler, rumored to be
Yeah,
the
let's
last
just go
message.
through it real quick.
Ah, get them!
Let's move everyone.
I see enemies ahead.
Goes. Okay, now they're up there. Made some line of sight on the mage too.
They won't know what hit them.
Oh!
Come on, you guys got this. Mage is down. Perfect. Alright. I think... No, let's just burn what we can real quick. We'll go with this one.
Let's see them
Alright, he must have the thing to he's flank. He's messed up. Where he can't get hit by flanks, kind of what I gave my tank.
Get no mercy from
Stun
me.
him. Alright, way better.
I'll get on it.
Oh, that's kind of a weird piece. Cunning for a mage. Alright, well, he attacked me. Not feel bad, he was a bit on the crooked side anyway. Let's keep on the move. One thing is, when you're heading between areas, you can only get attacked once. So, we're going to end up in the Frostback Mountains now. Alright. Time to get the dwarves.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
And our last companion. Or at least start working towards it.
About time a warden show. Logate sent it.
I might be able to work this mage myself. I'll go ahead and interrupt. Let's help out the team.
Now's better than later.
Come on, Stan, you can last.
You have no skill! The desperation! I'm sorry! Am I too quick for you?
First, stun him real quick.
It is enough.
Got it.
Ooh, those are so well. And I said we need those. Alright, talk to some people.
Best be careful. Darkspawn are coming. I've heard
Interrupted.
about all those mages in Lake Callanhard. They up and turned into a pack of demons.
No. Did the Templars kill them all, at least?
Nope, I guess they got better.
More likely working with the Darkspawn to take us over.
I don't even want to think about it.
Are they gonna say more?
Best be careful. Darkspawn are coming. Best be careful. Darkspawn are coming.
Surface dwarves.
I have contracts. They can't shut us out like this.
May the ancestors protect us all.
Oh, this is the guys for that I forget
What
it's called.
business would the mighty Grey Wardens have with a man like me?
Yeah, Blackstone Regulars. You're on behalf of the Blackstone Regulars.
Oh? What is this about?
I hear you stole supplies from the guild.
Oh, I see. Tauren must have sent you. I refuse to answer to a pawn of Tauren. Come, men, to arms!
Couldn't work on
Be
the
the Reaper!
leader of the group here.
I love how desperate you are. You're pathetic!
Not a problem. He's just like standing there. As I literally chop off that dude's head right in front of his face. Medium helmet. Cold damage. That could be useful. Can use it on Morgan.
Is it true Grey Wardens killed Ferelden's king?
Nope.
They think they're isolated now? Merchants won't risk this happening again.
Maker's breath, is that? Oh, I beg your pardon. Can I help you, friend?
Something wrong?
No, nothing at all. Just, you know, thought I saw something.
Since you are clearly looking at me, I would say that you do see something.
Well, yes. Never you mind. Can I help you?
What do you sell here?
Well, little of this, little of that. You know, used armor mostly. Nothing, that would really interest fine people like yourselves.
Is it refreshing or unsettling that this merchant is reluctant to show us his wares?
Odd attitude for a merchant.
Well, I'm considerate of my customers' time, that's all.
What reassuring certainty.
Let me take a look.
Oh, certainly.
We have some trap plans in here. Canary sword. That's okay. We do want these though. First, let's sell a couple of the junk pieces we picked up. We don't need this dagger. This firebolt. Might be able to get some use out of that. We'll leave that for the moment. I want that. Okay. So let's pick up this and that. And we'll leave the trap plans for now.
I should round up anyone speaking against the Queen and arrest them, they should.
Well, they're not speaking against the Queen so much as against her father. Terran Logain is treating free men like they're his servants, I hear.
We got a horde of darkspawn sitting on our doorstep, don't we? Maybe now isn't the time to go picking nits.
You don't have to tell me. I'm just saying them fellows probably got their reasons is all.
Yeah, sure. I got reasons, alright.
Bloody dwarves will argue themselves into poverty if they aren't careful.
Alright.
What can I do for you?
It's mage. I have a note here from your master.
This ought to be interesting. Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Why are you here?
I beg your pardon?
Women are artisans or merchants, or farmers, though you don't seem particularly earthy. They have no place in war.
I can't even begin to tell you what's wrong with that idea.
It is not done. There is no more to it.
I do not understand. Do the Kunari have no female mages? No female warriors?
Of course not. Why would our women wish to be men?
Do you believe I wish to be a man?
You cannot be a man. That will lead you only to frustration.
I believe this discussion does the same. Let us speak no more of it, Sten.
As you wish.
Alright then. That's my response to the mage and that conversation.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant.
You live on the surface?
Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzammar's lifeline, even if we're denied a caste. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
How often do you restock in Orzammar?
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it. Best of luck to you.
Guess nothing really to buy from him.
You're wasting your time. Only dwarves are allowed into Orzammar.
How long?
See about
Someone
that.
get them to tell me how long, because this is ridiculous.
Sounds like they're not really letting anyone in.
I demand an audience. You insult all of Ferelden with your actions. King Loghain will not suffer the delay of his appointed messenger.
He's referring to him as King Loghain.
Vieta! This land is held in trust for the sovereign Dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
One or three. Just I have important business in Orzammar.
None more important than mine.
Your business will wait. Orzammar must limit outside influence until the throne is settled. No one gets in.
Okay, we'll go with one then. I have urgent need to talk to your king.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Okay, some of that should kind of ring a bell if you watched my playthrough of the Dwarven Noble Origin. Completely just pull out the treaty right now. I'm a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Let's intimidate. Run to your false king. The dwarves will not hear him today.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Seek Steward Vandalar.
Fair journeys, Warden.
Those statues are Dwarven paragons, if I remember right. The best of their ancestors.
Show some pity. They say the Darkspawn have left for the surface. Bread? Please, sir. Just a bit of bread. If only you had come at a less troubled time.
Paragon Baymont. I'm assuming... yeah. Adds
now
more.
That's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her.
Don't say that. Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Hold on.
All right.
Show respect, Surfacer. You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us.
The figures are quite grand indeed.
Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension.
Perhaps I can help.
Perhaps I don't want you to. A surfacer should not see us in this kind of disarray. Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed.
Okay, fair enough.
They say the Darkspawn have left for the surface.
Antenna.
I trust Vala, Warden.
Heraldon.
Got it.
You can stop flinching, Sten. I'm not going to harm you.
I do not fear harm to myself.
What is that supposed to mean?
An unbound mage is like a wildfire, as prone to simply consume itself as it is to devour all that surrounds it.
I do wish you wouldn't refer to mages as it.
So he doesn't have fondness for mages. Mission report. The key to the city. I believe this is a quest. While your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space within the Tige is at a premium, but the intended function of the Hall merits the additional resources committed. The statues of the Paragon must be the core of the Hall heroes. There is no other placement that so benefits Dwarven interests. It is the first glimpse that surface ambassadors have of Orzammar, and an introduction not just to our living ancestors, but also to the stone from which we were born. They must see it shaped before they can understand the complexity of its raw form. The hall must also serve a second purpose. As a last sight for our departing brethren, those who choose to leave must do so with the heavy gaze of their ancestors at their backs. It is a reminder of duty and consequence. We will promote all manner of trade, but also reinforce that those who leave for too long will return as strangers to the stone. So, definitely not a fan of fellow dwarfs leaving Orzammar. Yeah, we should end up in a pretty recognizable area now that we're entering the city.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You not speak that way about the man who should be king!
All right. A little bit of rivalry going on.
Idiots. I won't have fighting in the commons, especially in front of outsiders. I find that sodden fool, I'll have him in the Legion.
And if you remember Balin, that was the brother that betrayed us in the Dwarven origin.
Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
Can a city function like this?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry.
The proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate. The true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Okay, sorry, dude. The Blight is coming and I need Orzammar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
I don't want to ask Paragons, seeing how he responded before that. Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
Alright, I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Wow. So this is Orzammar. It's huge.
Yeah, you can say that. Alright, where do I want to go from here? Might work our way. What's this, though?
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
This Balin. Is that King Endrin's son?
Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir.
Why such hate for Balin?
Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along.
Now, wouldn't she be surprised knowing what we do? How did Endrin die?
He died in bed after his eldest son was murdered, and the Assembly condemned his second son for it. I cannot blame him for preferring to join the ancestors in eternal peace, if Balin didn't murder him himself.
Did you know the king?
Only as a potential match for one of his sons. He was a good king, stern and fair and just.
Who are you?
I am Narav Helmi, third daughter of the second matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time?
I'm Tifa, Grey Warden, and I'm here seeking aid.
A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean?
I have a treaty compelling Orzammar to aid against the Blight.
A blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
Okay, thank you.
Orzammar welcomes the Grey Wardens.
Alright, I think what we'll go ahead and do is we'll continue down this side I'm on at the moment, but then we'll loop back around and continue down this way and head to their Dust Town, I believe they called it, where the Dwarven Commoner started off.
You could not have come to Orzammar at a worse time.
Key required.
This dispute over the throne is exciting, isn't it?
What happens if the Assembly never picks a king?
Not good things, that's for sure.
Being in Orzammar is a privilege. Very few outsiders ever get to see our wondrous city.
Nug Wrangler.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
These things dangerous?
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
Okay, if I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Right. We'll watch out for them.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
One sec.
I hope Lord Harrowmont wins. He always had better taste in clothes.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with.
Must be talking about the
What was I
Gnari.
saying?
Are you alright?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad vein. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work you've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Are dwarves immune to the lyrium effects?
Of course we are. Weak surfacers like you touch the raw ore, and you'll bleed from your eyeballs in hours. Weird seeing how big you are. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much, and not every day, and not breathing the dust, and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck.
So, it's kind of rude. So working with lyrium made you crazy? Go ahead.
Not crazy, just a little forgetful. Don't worry, I'm fine when I work. Just look at my wares. I have the best blades here. Enchanted to hold fire, ice, anything you want to put in it.
Alright, let's check it out.
Right, best in the trade, you know. I work the ore myself.
Giggle though. Ooh. Got one of the tomes in there. Here's a really good dagger. Something possibly picking up in the future. Good tank piece. Alright. Let's pick up these 3 gifts. And we won't forget about that book sometime later.
Orzammar welcomes you.
Alright, Dagna.
You look like you're not from around here.
I was just thinking that, so I'm gonna go with it.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
Kind of been there. My companion here is the senior enchanter of the Circle.
Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation, and a great responsibility.
Why is a dwarf interested in the Circle?
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Capelyn's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
Okay. What do you want with the circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
And what would the messenger get?
What do you mean? Oh, you're looking for payment. My father's shop refines lyrium for smithing. If you help me, I'm sure I could get you some.
Runes. I'll talk to the first enchanter next time I see him.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Okay. Start a quest when approved with that.
The Deep Roads are home to the Darkspawn now. Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel during a blight.
I mean, makes sense.
Got it.
Shaper's life. Orzammar has carved a legacy from the stone, but history is more than the comings and goings that fill the streets. These caverns are old cuts and well traveled. The true will of the stone is revealed far from the halls of politics and commerce. The Shaper must step away from the familiar and seek out revelations from the frontier or buried secrets from paths abandoned. The Shaper must first walk away if he is to return. Go ahead and pick this up. It's probably under creatures.
What's this? A human? Did we make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Why do you need patrols?
Don't let the comm fool you. The Darkspawn are down there, aren't they, Commander?
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
Actually, they made their move. On the surface.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except
during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
Oh, it is. Are Darkspawn the only danger in these tunnels?
Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Deep stalkers?
Ugly beasts they are. Walk on two legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size.
Any doors past this point?
A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too.
Legion of the Dead?
It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes, or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join, and swear their only goal is a glorious death.
Will you let me pass?
Into the Deep Roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesha's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the Deeps.
Okay. So, I'm not going this way at the moment.
For your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
Room plate back there too. Even though we got one, the quest will finish if you turn it in. We want to get as many as we can. Wasn't sure if I hit it. Can we talk to this guy again?
Yes, Warden. What is it?
Okay, nothing new.
Yes, you should.
That tone, though. Let's head towards the proving.
Alistair, what's this?
It's a sock?
It's a filthy sock. How did it find its way to my bedroll?
Maybe it likes you. Socks are sneaky like that. Anyway, it's not mine.
It has your name stitched on it.
Oh, part of Templar training back at the Chantry, the men were always getting their socks mixed up. Anyway, sorry about that. I'll take it from you right now. One of my socks is feeling a little damp anyway. A change would be nice.
You're going to put it on? It's filthy.
And dry. We're not exactly traveling in the lap of luxury here.
What hideous habits you've picked up.
No, I'm not sure I want to know more. Dwarven propriety. Okay, pursuant to Order 5-1A, no dwarf of indeterminate caste may conduct business in the commons. This was subsequently clarified by the Assembly to mean that the owning and operating of stalls or kiosks is limited to those of identified and approved house names, with traceable ancestor lineage of at least 3 generations. Exceptions include individual purchase of goods or services from established stalls or kiosks, provided the funds are presented at the opening of the transaction, at the discretion of the stall or kiosk. I'm sure you understand the need to maintain strict quality control over all goods and services that flow through Orzammar, especially when we are making a concerted effort to encourage outside investment. The standards of Dusttown and that of the Common Rand are simply not sufficient. Your trade permit is hereby denied. Some more on that quest. Ourselves another nug right here.
Frostback. Good day to you.
Will let us in. Well, I won't head there just yet, actually. Let's continue to explore all this.
We are honored to serve you, Grey Warden.
Orzammar will fight alongside you, Warden.
And here's Dagna again.
You're back? But it takes 2 weeks and 4 days minimum to make the journey to the Circle Tower.
Yeah.
I don't even know that. That's quite impressive.
And just a little disturbing. Why do I get the feeling charting routes to the Circle Tower is one of her favorite hobbies?
I'm guessing you haven't left yet.
Oh, good guess. Yeah, why are you so interested in magic anyway?
Here in Orzammar, we're surrounded by stone and tradition and more stone. Nothing ever changes. But to break every natural law by thinking about it, to dream and walk in a realm where everything you think comes true, I can't imagine anything more wonderful.
I'm not leaving Orzammar until this election is resolved.
Well, I've waited 19 years. Another month won't kill me.
Alright, her father's store.